Welcome to Fairy Tale Access, where the head fairy's quest is to prove that fairy tales do exist in actual time, rather than once upon a time. Together, we will unravel the heroes, young and old, who turn dreams into reality. These are the people who still believe in happily ever after. The discoveries will bend even our most cynical non-believers into believing in fairy tales. Hi, welcome to Fairy Tale Access. Today, my guest is Murielle Bourdon via Skype, and we're going to talk about her new series, SAMI. He's someone you get to follow step by step with in his adventures. Hi, Murielle. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
My pleasure. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, my name is Murielle Bourdon. I'm the author and illustrator of a new book series called SAMI the Magic Bear. I'm a French-Canadian born in Longueuil, near Montreal in the province of Quebec. I'm a mother of 3 young adults. Since my early childhood, I developed a passion for reading, writing short stories and poems, including drawing. I worked as a secretary for more than 15 years, and I decided in 1996 to change my career towards something more creative and fascinating to me, art and writing. I returned to school and obtained a bachelor degree in graphic design. During 17 years, I created outstanding achievements for a variety of customers. At the beginning of 2014, I decided to realize a dream, which I certainly had harbored in my young age. I devoted myself to writing and illustration. By creating a collection of children's books, I wanted to share my imaginary world with young readers.
Oh, and it's a beautiful world.
Thank you.
I love the series so much. The magic bear, he just comes when you need him, and it's perfect. So what are your earliest memories of writing?
Yes, as early as I was 8 years old, I loved writing poems and stories. In elementary school, I was excited and enthusiastic when my teacher would ask us to create a writing production. An idea was quickly taking form, and from there, I was letting my imagination and creativity do the rest. French was my favorite class. I loved reading and writing. The passion was already growing in me.
Wow. So how many books will be in the SAMI series?
Now, it's 3 books.
Will there be more?
Yeah, 3 more become soon.
Oh, good. Where do you find your inspiration for writing?
At the beginning of 2014, my head was already full of ideas. From when my daughter was younger, she loved when I would make stories up for her. She liked being told one in particular. Every night she asked for the story again, the one about the magic bear. At that point, I decided I would write my own book series on the subject.
Wow. How did you choose the principal title for your book series?
The series focuses on the principal character, which is the magic bear. Why a bear? I have chosen this cute animal because almost every child has a teddy bear among their toys. My books were initially written in French. I named the magic bear SAMI because in French there is the word ami, and ami means friend in English.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, to make him even more lovable and attractive to young readers, I decided that I would be a magic bear because in each story, he transformed himself into a small living animal who becomes an amazing friend. Finally, the principal title for my book series became Sammy the Magic Bear.
Oh, it's great. Now, when did you start writing the series? Because you said your children are young adults now. So,
Yes, at the beginning of 2014, I started writing my first book. Afterwards, I created the principal character, Sammy the Magic Bear. I took care of creating an adorable bear that I would have loved when I was little.
oh, well, we love them even when we're big girls. I love the series.
Yes. Then all the other characters of the story took place. I really wanted to have an image on each page because some kids are visual and others are auditory. Around the end of September 2014, my first book, On the Lost of Loved One, was finally published in French and in English. In 2015, I created a second book on intimidation that was translated in 10 different languages. It's a subject reaching lots of kids around the world and that I hold close to my heart. In June 2016, the third book based on illness followed. During that time, I also made a special edition containing the first 3 stories. It was edited in French and English.
So, can you talk to us about your first 3 books? Tell us a little about it.
Sammy the Magical Teddy Bears helps children who feel alone and who are facing troubling events that occur in the course of their lives. Sammy intervenes in the life of children and offers them support and guidance to get through these difficult times. My first book, as you know, it's Sammy the Magic Bear, the best Christmas present ever. The book focuses on the loss of a loved one. Jeremy is courageous, 8 years old, to whom a terrible thing happened, the loss of his parents in a car accident. He finally has to live with his granddad, that is called Grandpa Eugene. He is very sad and misses his parents a lot. He's counting on his grandpa to go through that difficult time, but his granddad falls sick and Jeremy has to look after him. After school, he needs to spend all of this time caring for his granddad. He is very sad because he doesn't want to lose his grandpa as well. One day, on his way to school, he passes in front of the graveyard where his mother and father rest. He feels the need to speak to them to get things off his chest because he's very sad. He's looking forward to his granddad healing. But on Christmas Eve, Jeremy thinks of the nice times he spent with his parents and remembers that it will never be the same without them. On top of that, his grandpa is still sick. A surprise awaits Jeremy. Jeremy's parents decided to visit Jeremy on this night of Christmas and to leave him a small gift. It's Sammy the magic bird, who will become his best friend. Also on Christmas morning, Jeremy will be surprised to find his grandpa has completely recovered.
That was such a good Christmas story.
Yeah, thank you. And now, the title of my second book is Sammy the Magic Bear No Too Boring. It focuses on intimidation. Thomas is a very smart student at his school. He excels in math and French. But because of this, he is called teacher's pet and genius by the basketball team captain Victor and his friends. On his birthday, after school, he runs into Victor and his friends and is bullied verbally and physically by them. He doesn't tell his parents or grandparents when he gets home, but instead chooses to enjoy the birthday celebration they are planned for him. After all, he could use all the love he can get, but an unexpected thing happens when he starts to worry and cry about having to back to school and face Victor and his friends. The gift from his grandparents, a teddy bear named Sammy, comes alive and offers Thomas some advice on how to stop bullying problem. Thanks to Sammy's advice, Thomas and Victor, the intimidator, will help each other and will become good friends.
That was a very good book. I love
Thank
the
you.
way that the
Yeah.
adults thought outside of the box to create a solution with Sammy.
Yeah, it's a solution, yes.
Yes. very good.
Finally, the title of my third book is Sammy the Magic Bear, A Trip to the Hospital. It focuses on the subject of illness. Laurie is a very active 7-year-old girl. She loves school, but she has to keep busy all the time or she starts to fidget. Laurie is a very active 7-year-old girl. She loves playing soccer, and she's even the captain of her soccer team. So when Laurie suddenly lacks energy and her cheeks lose their rosy glow, her parents are understandably worried. They take her to see the family doctor and he runs many tests. The results are not happy news. Laurie has leukemia. She has to be hospitalized immediately, and the only visitors allowed are her parents, and they have to be thoroughly sanitized and gowned before they can visit her. Laurie becomes very despondent and sad when her class sends her a big card with lots of messages and a special Sammy bear to keep her company. Things start to improve, and with Sammy Bear's help, Laurie is determined to fight her battle. Laurie will finally win her battle and will become the energetic and happy little girl that she used to be.
That was really a heartwarming story, too. Do you think your books have a special message to give children?
Yes, no matter how difficult it can be, you should never give up. You need to fight and find a solution. We always say that kids have small worries, but sometimes they become big worries.
That's true.
Each kid should understand what another one can feel. When he's going through tough times, they should realize the consequence and the effect it can have on them.
What is your principal takeaway in this field?
When we write children's stories, we need to go back in time and remember our childhood memories. Unconditionally, deep inside everyone, we all have a kid's earth hiding. That's who and where my inspiration came from to write stories and draw the images. For me, the illustrations are as important as the writing because they transmit all the emotion.
It's true. The illustrations are beautiful, and thank you for sharing them with our audience. Can you talk to us about some future themes to come? What's next?
I am currently at the stage of drawing, and I expect to edit another book by the end of September 2017.
Mm-hmm.
It will cover poverty. The next,
Tough subject.
the next two themes that will be raised will be separation and moving. Briefly, all my ideas are in place. I need to elaborate on them and make my drawings.
How long do your drawings take? They're very detailed.
Oh, it's maybe 5 hour by page, approximately, in drawing.
Really? Wow, they're beautiful. You do a great job, and they show so much expression.
Yeah,
I
in
love
the
it.
picture, I want to be, I want to put expressive emotion in the picture. Yes.
It absolutely shows through. They're gorgeous, and they really make you feel. I mean, some of these books made me feel really sad and then really happy. So sharing them with young people is just amazing. And then
Thank you.
it helps them to talk about what's going on at school themselves. So it really helps for a parent to sit down and read and talk to their
Yes.
child about what's going on in school or what's going on with their sick friends. You know, it really is helpful. So, growing up, what was your favorite book of all time?
I don't have one in particular. My range of reading subjects is varied. I like detective novels, biographies, true stories, and everything that helps me escape into my imagination. However, I loved Disney book when I was a wee girl.
Very good.
I had the complete book series of Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Peter Pan, Aladdin and the Magic Lamp, Alice in Wonderland, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, Bambi, and many others.
Wow, that's amazing. Is there
Thank you.
anything that we forgot that you'd like to share?
No, absolutely. It was great. I want to personally thank you for giving me the opportunity and the time to share my book series, SAMI the Magic Bear, with everyone and especially with young readers. It was a pleasure to discuss with you.
Oh, well, thank you very much for sharing SAMI with us and our audience. And if
Thank you.
My pleasure. And if you want a great book series that is just loving and adorable, SAMI the Magic Bear is definitely the one to open up a conversation with your child. Until next time, keep asking questions. We'll see you soon.